This morning we are taking one last coffee break with Mom for the month of May, and today it's all about lessons learned in parenting. I recently caught up with 4 local moms at a nearby Dunkin' Donuts who dished on their biggest life lessons as they navigate raising their kids. You guys have been moms for many years now. Either looking back or either something that you wish you could have told yourself, or looking back now and reflecting, what do you think is the biggest lesson that you've learned?
I think for me, maybe even having an older, like a 13-year-old now, and everyone said, oh my God, it goes by so quickly, and I didn't realize it. I am trying to, with my little 4-year-old now, to appreciate the ordinary moments. I'm talking like the Tuesday afternoons of doing homework. I think as moms, we are so programmed to like, oh my gosh, it's your first step, and oh my gosh, it's your first, your first day of school, and the milestones are beautiful to remember. But the ones I'm gonna miss are my 4 sons laughing at on the couch together, maybe making fun of me. But it's just an ordinary moment, or even them like fighting about who's going to play Fortnite next. It's like I know I'm going to miss those moments in 10 or 15 years. Yeah. So like for me, my lesson as a mom, and it's not always easy, but I'm trying to just really, like these ordinary, mundane moments are the ones that I want to just always keep in my mind, not just the big moments.
I've been trying to let go of my cleaning schedule or lack thereof. Like, I'm always trying to get to it or do this, and like, I don't want to go to bed until this is done, and it stresses me out. I'm like, you know what, let them play. Like, they're not watching television, they're playing, blankets are everywhere, and there's a million Legos on the floor, but they're not hurting each other, and they're just like using their imagination. I have to just sit and just let them do it, because in 5 years we might not have Legos anymore.
Right,
you know, and my playroom will look like more of a study and not a playroom. And I'm just trying to like live in the moment, let it go, and say, who cares? Like, no one's coming in judging me because I have 4 kids who live there. Like, of course it's not going to look like a magazine, you know? So I'm doing a better job at stepping over the mess and letting it go, you know?
The one thing that I tell new parents that after, now that I have 3, I remember with my first baby when I sort of felt like misery loves company, right? Like when I was overtired, like I wanted my husband to be right there with me. And now that there's so many of us, there's a lot more give and take of like, somebody has to be doing okay. So like if you're not doing okay, I have to step up. If you're overtired, I have to step up. If I'm overtired, you have to step up.
That's great advice.
So like if there's time for one person to take a nap, like we shouldn't have neither of us take the nap, which I feel like when the little one, when there was, and like there's so many people to balance that like we all have to really take care of each other and forgive a lot and be like give each other grace, and it's hard.
For me, I think it's letting go of perfection. And I think it kind of ties into the whole mom fail thing. I remember my daughter's 4th birthday party, and I had, I really went into Pinterest mom mode. I was making the cake. I had made this elaborate, like, skirt for the cake table, and I'd got all these decorations. I was gonna, in the UK, there's a lot that's not available that you get here. So, you're looking at American moms' Pinterest and then trying to recreate things in the UK. So I was having to make a lot of things. And honestly, on the day of the party, I was like, this bridezilla person, go and get there, stop that, and then take her there, do her hair, and I just, now I look back and I think that child would have been happy with like 2 balloons, all her friends, a cake from the supermarket, and just running around. She would have been so happy, but no, I had to have this perfect moment that I could photograph, and then just think, for what? For what, really? For what purpose, So now I'm kind of trying to let go and just, enjoy, like you've all been saying, enjoying the moments, enjoying what's important. What would you like? Do you really care if I bake the cake? What do you want?
I realize how simple kids are. That's like a huge benefit of having them. You realize that a box is great, for them to play with.
That's true.
So get out of our way.
That's awesome advice.
This year I said to her, what do you want for your birthday? I just want a science party. Like, let's call the science place and have that party there. And now I'm telling myself, stop trying to plan party packs. They do them there. They will give them. Stop it, Order the cake. Don't worry about it, Just enjoy the day.
That's a good point.
Be present.
I love that.
Yeah, it's my big lesson.
We want to thank those local moms for participating in our coffee break chats all month long, and of course to that Dunkin' Donuts in Swansea for being our gracious host. If you missed any of the previous chats, you can visit our website roadshow.com to catch up.